Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of the duo group Iron Man. I started the last video scared of Doom with only one Deep Delve KC, and I ended the video with 100 Deep Delve KC. And I'm still scared of Doom, but I'm way more confident with Wave 8 Plus now, at least compared to before. And I got a little friend along the way. I don't know what the theme or the goal of this video is going to be, but I do know for now that I do want to keep on doing Doom for a little bit because these boots are really important to get. And a little look at the scoreboard, or both the scoreboards, before I get started here, just to document where I'm at for the start of the video. We are still going to be doing Yama, and so far all we have of the Oath Plate set is one helm and one legs, and I'm currently 730 KC. Yes, I did it. I beat Wave 13. That's a PB for me. It was Wave 12 before. Oh man. I'm gonna look at the board to see how many waves it took me to get my first Wave 13 completion. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to beat Wave 13. Hey, a bucket. How many buckets have I gotten from Hiscore? Number 14. Wave 9 completion time was 128, and that was 128 Deep Delves completed. Whoa. Oh. I mean, there's no glowing light for that. Okay, I mean, okay. Oh, man. There's the second pet, the second Dom pet. Interesting. Very interesting. I mean, I know there's like no real point to claiming it, but I think it looks cool in the collection log, so I'll take any unique for the log that I can get. Well, not these two, but the other ones. Well, this is the first time this has happened. I forgot to bring the anti-venom with me. Oops. Oh. Okay. Third Doom pet. That was Wave 7. Whoa. She's halfway there. I was just planting a bunch of seeds into saplings, and I remembered this thing I've been putting off for a while. There's a couple of patches in Kastori, and I want to unlock the teleport there from the bird. Yeah, it's this teleport right here, which is not a default unlocked one. You do have to build the landing site yourself. So let's do build here. And I've not been the best with keeping up with my tree runs lately. Oh, I had one extra limestone brick. I realized I had a bunch of seeds to plant into saplings, and in Kastori there's a flower patch, calquat patch, and a fruit tree patch, so maybe I'll start planting some of these every so often. And after this time, I will never see weeds in these patches ever again because of autoweed. I have this habit instilled in me when I do my herb runs that people have pointed out. Some people have said it's weird that I plant the herb seed before I put the compost in. I think that's just a product of before autoweed came into the game. It was, I think it's every minute the weeds would grow back. So as soon as you'd finish weeding it, you'd want to plant the seed right away, so that way the weeds wouldn't grow in that like one tick in between. 7 dragon plate legs. What?
With all that money you're getting, are you gonna take me to Taco Bell later?
No, I'll be busy.
Okay.
Oh, I just got a combat achievement, mopping up. That's the one to delete
Nice.
8 review task. Clear at least 8 acid splats in the single volatile earth special attack. Guy that checks the frog random event to see if it's gonna be the prince or princess before deciding whether to kiss or to touch the frog. Oh. Bro, what? Okay. Alright. That's the fourth pet, right? Doom. What's going on? The first one was cool. The second one was kind of funny. The rest of these are also kind of funny. Oh, hey, just noticed as well. Look at that. 700 days of playtime. Do not convert that to hours, please. Thank you. Oh, please. Please, 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 please be treads. Oh, man. Oh, it was so cool seeing a glowing light. It's been so long since I've seen a glowing light. Since the pet doesn't give the glowing light, but... Oh, man, okay. Claim the loot. Alright. Yeah, let's look at the collection log. Third cloth. Yeah, even a second Ayak would have been really good, but cloth isn't really useful. It's untradeable unless you combine it with Tormented Bracelet, and I'm not going to get another Tormented Bracelet just to combine that with, so probably will just sit in the bank forever. And the drop rate is the same for each of those three main uniques from each of the waves. It's the same drop rate, you just get access to the cloth on earlier waves and the Ayak on earlier waves, but from like the wave itself, it is the same drop rate. I said before that I don't know if I'd ever be able to beat my wave 13 PB, at least not with this gear setup, but I had a little bit of supplies after wave 13, so I figured I may as well try wave 14 and see how it goes. My Infernal Axe has run out of charges, and now that I have green log DKs, I may not have the opportunity to ever get my Dragon Axe stack up ever again, but I will also have 200 mil woodcutting well before I run out of Dragon Axes for this, so yes, let's recharge the Infernal Axe. Even if I did need more Dragon Axes, I'm sure Spook Dog would go to DKs for me and supply me with some more. No, dude, I did not know I was getting that. I got perfect Doom. That's crazy. I was not trying to get that. I felt no pressure because I didn't know that was coming up. I can't believe I got that. Wow. Grandmaster Combat Task. Defeat Doom levels 1 through 8 without taking any damage from the boss, letting grubs be absorbed, or stepping in acid blood. I feel like that's a pretty crazy one to passively get done without even knowing I was doing that. And it was sub 10 minutes as well as PB. I drank 1 sip of brew for that whole 1 through 8. That's kind of funny too, because I just came back off of playing 04 for the last few days and making videos on that. And this is my first run back. Here's my Doom log as of the time it took me to get that perfect Doom combat achievement completed. So just over 1,000 total delves. Also maybe worth showing because I don't think I've shown a clip of when I reached 1K. So there's 1,000 total delves, the collection log, delve stats, and how many deaths have I had in that time? 93. Hey, that is 200 deep delves completed. 100 to 200 went by so much faster than 0 to 100. I mean, obviously that's what you'd expect, but like so much faster. I think I've found the broken bot. I've been standing here for a minute or two just watching this guy, or this bot, walking back and forth. I know it's hard to click on the rocks to climb up, but don't think it takes that long to find the right spot to click on. Once again, I had beat wave 13. I had a little bit of supplies left over to try wave 14, and I figured may as well. Here's how that went. Yes, I beat wave 14. That's a new PB. Here's my total deaths. I guess I just passed 100 recently at 101 deaths. And then for the delve stats, here's my wave breakdown for my first wave 14 completion. I thought this loot claim here was really satisfying because there were 2 of the key halves. There were some dragon plate legs, some dragon dart tips, and I wanted to show it because it felt good claiming this. And that is 300 KC, or 300 deep delve KC at Doom. Here's a look at the collection log for the 300 deep delves. I said at 200 KC that 100 to 200 went by, of course, a lot faster than 0 to 100, but 200 to 300 went by even faster than 100 to 200, which again is what you'd expect, but it was, yeah, pretty noticeably faster. No! Oh my gosh, I just beat wave 15. Okay, I got supplies for 16, alright. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe it. Wave 16. Oh, that's crazy, dude. Wow. I did not think I was ever gonna get that. Doom. Dude, what? That's crazy. Oh, man. I'd probably try one more. Oh, wave 17. Okay, I've said like multiple times I don't think I could ever beat like whatever wave I got to, but like this time for real, I don't. Of course. All right. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna beat wave 17 again, or yeah, or get to like wave 18 even. That's what a way to get that wave 17 PB. I'll take one more look here at the collection log. Oh my god, that's crazy seeing wave 17 for deepest delve, and then 106 deaths, and then delve stats. Dude, that's like so crazy to think about. I remember when I first started deep delving, I had the goal of getting to 5 KC. And I was so happy every time I just beat wave 8. I was like, yes, I got 1 KC from this run. That feels amazing. And now if I got 1 KC from a run, I'm like, oh, I can't believe I died on wave 9. And I'm like really disappointed. But dude, completing wave 17, that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 10? 10 KC from one run. The crazy thing too about that run is normally I bring 2 Cannonballs, but I wasn't paying attention. I misclicked whatever at the bank. I accidentally brought 1 Cannonball and an extra Restorer instead. And it's a good thing I did, because if I didn't accidentally bring the extra Restorer, I probably would not have made it. Well, I definitely would not have made it that far. It's kind of like the first KC of the new year, if the years are measured by Halloweens. I just got a virtual defense level of 112. This one is 777 KC for me, so do we hit the jackpot? There's a combat achievement for a 30-second or sub 30-second Doom wave 1, but I got 30 seconds, so I guess I was like a tick or two too late. Dang. Hey, just got a new wave 1 through 8 PB, 937. It's got a PB for deep delving, 102 for a time of deep delves. Oh, please, 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 wave 5. All right, the second okay. All right. Oh, is my bank full? Okay. I mean, it's nice at least to get the second one, so we can both be using it at the same time. I don't know if there's many situations where that would happen, but now we can have those situations happen. Oh, it's just been so long since seeing a unique, but yeah, what can you do? We keep going. When you do roll a unique, the 3 main uniques, they're all the same drop rate from that wave. Did I show that earlier in this video? It's either this video or last video, but I just want to mention that again. And that is going straight into the group storage. Hey, there is 400 deep delve KC. Here's the collection log now. Oh, it's 2 glowing holes in one day. Oh, please, please. Ah, man. Okay. We'll take a look at the collection log. This is the 4th cloth. Usually the glowing hole is pulsating, but right now it's just stuck there, frozen. Do you have any amethyst arrows? Or amethyst?
Yeah.
How many do you have?
Probably a lot.
So I'm starting to run low from all the doom.
I have 90k amethyst arrows.
Oh. Pleading emoji, can I have some?
Yeah, you can have a few if you give them back.
Okay. I only have 3k left.
How many do you want?
Can I have like 20k?
Yeah.
Thank you for that. That saves a lot of time. I didn't realize you had that many. I was ready to AFK Amethyst tonight. For that 30-second wave 1 combat achievement, I think if people are specifically going for it, they would try to get the Ruby Bolt proc into the 08 crossbow spec. But as you can tell, I'm not in a rush to get combat achievements done, and I figured if I do Doom long enough, eventually I would have a run where I get enough lucky hits to meet that time. I did it! Doom Crawler, 28-second wave 1. I had a feeling that was gonna eventually happen passively, and there it is. Only took me 1639 total waves to get that done. I just did the 2025 Halloween event because I'm pretty sure today is the last day before I think it gets removed tomorrow, so I wanted to make sure we would get that done for the year. And we get a pet, the chair that follows you for a few seconds. And not too long after that sub 30-second wave 1, where I got 28 seconds, I got an even faster PB of 26 seconds. This one is 800 KC for me. So today, as I'm recording this, there is an update that put sailing into the game, although it's not interactable yet. It's gonna be 2 weeks from today, as I'm recording this, that you'll actually be able to interact with sailing. And along with this update came more bank space for free. Everyone gets plus 100 bank slots, and they bumped up when you buy a block of bank space. It went from 40 to 50. So for every block of bank space you bought previously, you got an additional 10 bank slots. And because of that, I gained 160 actually instead of 100. So I went from 1100 to 1260 bank slots. And hopefully I don't fill up my bank again before sailing comes out, because I'm gonna need those bank slots for sailing related items, I'm sure. But yeah, you know, and obviously I know by now that this video did in fact end up becoming a Doom video, and I don't know how long to go on with this. Should I just go until sailing comes out and then like the next video would be a sailing video? I don't know. I guess kind of depends on if/when I get the Avernic Treads. It's already been 17 days since I started this video, which is a pretty long video for me. It is allowing time for the videos to catch up at least. That's kind of my goal as well, that the videos get caught up by the time sailing comes out. So if you noticed recently, the videos have been, or the GIM videos have been kind of sped up like every 3, I think like I'll have to do it every 3 days or something, 3 to 4 days. In order to catch them up by the time sailing comes out. And if I want to keep up with that, then I'm going to have to just like make this video extend for 2 weeks. Otherwise, I'll have like 2 more videos by the time sailing comes out if I end this video soon. It's my first time getting an XP lamp since sailing has been in the game, or unofficially in the game. And look how even these rows are. Wasn't it like the first 3 rows were even and the last row was smaller or something? It's so even now. It's so square, so rectangular and perfect. And here is 500 Deep Delve KC. There's an update on the collection log and total waves completed at 500 Deep Delves. I feel like every time I reach a 100 KC milestone, I almost feel like it's the beginning of a new era of Doom for me. I just noticed, a little bit late, but I hit 2,000 total waves at Doom. Ooh, new 1 through 8 PB, 936. Was it 937 before? I think I just beat it by 1 second. Got 600 Deep Delve KC. There's a calculator for Doom, and I'm gonna install that will calculate expected unique drops. All I have to do is read the scoreboard, and then it gives me like a percentile odds and tells you the number of how many you would have expected. So I would have expected 2 of the boots by now. There's also this calculator on the wiki. I did the same thing, entered my numbers in here, and you can see the number of expected drops and gives very in-depth information. But yeah, I just hit twice the drop rate to have gotten the Avernic Treads based on the waves I've completed. But the great thing about how math works is that because I've done so much Doom already, thankfully, at least I'm now closer to getting the drop than when I started. Please help. Oh. Okay, that threw me off for a second. There's a 122 virtual range level. Oh, please. Please. Ah, man. There's another eye. That is eye number 3. Dang, dude. I found a stash unit where the items don't go back into the stash unit when you have them equipped, because they're supposed to, but I don't know if there's something about this stash unit specifically or what, but it's not working. Hey, 700 KC on a wave 16 completion too. That feels good. I am claiming here. I guess you could tell by this point that I am going to be doing Doom until I get the treads, or until like a couple days before sailing comes out and I have to end the video. Either way, I've got another good week plus of doing Doom ahead of me. Well, unless I get the drop. I do want to address the fact that if you use the Eye of Ayak at Doom, it will get some charges after every wave you complete. but there's two reasons I don't use it or bring it here. The first reason is because it increases my death fee by 50k, and I die a lot. Basically, unless I get a unique, or I absolutely know I can't complete another wave, then I claim the loot and make it out alive, but I die a lot. Because like at the stage of my account, the general loot isn't really all that game changing, so I always try to push for an extra wave for another chance at the uniques. You could say that by getting those free charges for the IAC, you're saving yourself from having to buy death/cast runes, and that would probably outweigh the extra death fees. However, I don't need those runes because I have plenty. I would not have to buy any anytime soon, and it certainly would not be to the point where it'd be worth taking the IAC due to the second reason, which is that the eye doesn't disrupt Doom's shield charging phase. There's been quite a few times where I don't realize for a bit that I was accidentally attacking Doom's shield with my Skull Scepter using the Demon Bane spell, which is fine because the Demon Bane spells do disrupt the shield, it's just slower DPS. Whereas if I was accidentally attacking with the IAC on the shield phase, I would take a 99 to the dome so fast. And that's really the bigger reason as to why I don't bother bringing the IAC. I could bring the IAC just to leave in my inventory, but one inventory spot is the difference between completing at least one extra wave per run. Every inventory slot is very important, and my main focus is getting uniques, not saving death and chaos runes. New PB for Deep Delves 101, it was 102 before. Ah, there's other pets. Okay. Yes. Awesome. That is pet number 6. Okay. It's my second glowing hole today. 1/3 chance of getting the thing. Man. Okay. Well, I have balanced out the stabs and the cloths now. Oh. Oh. Okay. Yes! 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 Oh, yes, dude. Oh my god. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh. Doom. It's green logged. It's green. Yes. Oh, that feels amazing. Oh, yes. 217 mil, my god. Well, that's my first run of the day too, and there's like a lag spike earlier. The servers are like kind of funky, so I did not have high hopes for this run, but yes. Yes, that's awesome. Well, let's go upgrade them. The Avernic Treads by themselves are a really good pair of boots. They're tribrid. They have all positive stats for every single thing, or at least no negatives for anything. It's either 0 or positive for everything. But you can upgrade the Avernic Treads even further by adding each of the other 3 best in slot boots into it at the cost of 4,000 demon tears each. So let's go ahead and do that. As you can see, I have plenty of these demon tears. Let's add the primordials in. Then we'll add the eternal boots in. And then finally, we'll put in the Pegasian boots. Yes. And there we have the max of Avernic Treads. It's so good, dude. It is so good. No negative bonuses. There is a dismantle option, so you can receive the original boots back, but you will not be refunded the tears if you do that. I don't think there's anywhere in the game where I personally bring boot switches. Like, I would usually camp the primordials for raids or like take off the boots if I'm not using melee, but yeah, I do not have to do that anymore. This is just so good. plus 6 melee strength, plus 3 range strength, and plus 2% magic damage. But the range strength especially, that is so good because the Pagations don't have any range strength bonus. That's a really good upgrade for range especially. This means I save 2 bank slots as well because I can now get rid of the 3 types of boots in place of just 1 new pair of boots, and also means I'm gonna have to organize the bank a little bit because this is going to be changed. There's an elite clue step that requires dragon or primordial boots, and you can now use Avernic Treads, either the max version or just any version that has the primordials. You can use it for that clue step and store it in the stash unit. And even the base version of the Avernic Treads without primordials, you can store them in the stash unit still, which is probably nice for UIMs, but if there's no primordials in the boots, you just can't use it for the clue step. I just saw a dragon impling out of the corner of my eye, and do we steal the glories from Iron Man? Yeah, sit. Low level irons. I went back to the video where I first did Doom to see how many amethyst arrows I had. I had 13.4k, and then Spookdog gave me an additional 20k. So I've gone through like 13.4k plus another like 1k, so over 14,000 amethyst arrows is what I went through. As I'm running back over there for the final time to look at the scoreboard, I do want to take a look at what my rank is for Doom. And this is overall, not just for GIMs, but overall in the whole game at 743 Deep Delve KC. My rank is about 2k. And on Temple OSRS for Duo GIMs specifically, as a team, 743 puts us at rank 5, and as an individual Duo GIM, that puts me at rank 4. And I was totally prepared for this video to be like, I got rank 1 at Doom, but thankfully I did not have to get to that point. I feel like for me at least, whenever I go dry for an item, it gets to the point where it becomes a novelty. Like I want to see how dry I can go at that point because it's just funny how dry I am. And it's when you finally embrace the dryness and wanting to go dry as a novelty is when you actually get the item, because the game knows that you don't want the item as badly anymore. I probably will still come by here not to do Doom, but to chop the roots, because it's nice having a 30-minute AFK thing for whenever I'm about to leave the house. I always figure I may as well just come here if I'm going to be leaving the house for a while anyways. But let's take one final look at the scoreboard. The general stats, I had 137 deaths. My Deep Delve PB was I beat wave 17. 743 KC, and then look at the breakdown for each of the waves. Let me actually enter all of these into the wiki calculator. After entering in all the waves I've completed, we can see the expected value or the expected loot in terms of both the uniques and the common loot. I would have expected about 2.5 cloths, 2.5 Eyes of Ayak, close to 2.5 treads, and about 3 pets. That gives me an expected unique value of 857 mil, along with the common loot that I would have expected. But this is going by the assumption for this common loot that I would have claimed all of the loot, but as you saw, I died 137 times. I died more than I claimed the loot, but theoretically, this all would have been worth 124 mil. So if we add those together, 124 mil plus 857, the expected loot would have been close to 1 bill. But the actual GE value of the loot that I got and claimed, it says 560 mil, but the cloths here, it says they're worth 0 GE value because they're untradeable by themselves, but they have a theoretical GE value of about 70 mil each. That's also what the wiki was going by, about 70 mil each. So if you add the 280 mil worth of cloths onto this, the actual GE value of all this would have been worth about 840 mil. In terms of GP per hour, I theoretically would have been making if I wasn't an Iron Man type of account. It's kind of hard to quantify how long I spent here because the first, 30, 40 hours were me learning and progressively getting better and better to the point where I'm at now, maybe like 50 plus hours to get to the point where I'm at now. I would say right now I'm probably averaging like 10 Deep Delve KC per hour that I'm doing this. But it took a long time of doing Doom to get up to that point where I'm getting 10 Deep Delve KC per hour. I probably spent in the ballpark of 100 to 150 hours doing Doom. Going forward, if I were to do Doom, this would have just been 74 hours. And 74 hours to make 840 mil, that's a lot of GP per hour. And that's getting slightly unlucky on the loot because remember, according to the wiki, I would have been close to 1 bill. But if we do go by my current rate of kills per hour and we say 10 to like 74 hours to get 840 mil, I mean, that's over 11 mil GP per hour. I went to the wiki. I thought maybe it'd be like one of the highest money makers on the money-making guide on the wiki, and sure enough, it's the second most profitable thing you can do in the game. The expected hourly profit, I guess, for an efficient player is close to 15 mil. Dude, that's like a bond per hour over the long term, of course, because the uniques do make up a good portion of the loot or the GE value worth. In terms of the combat achievements, I am very happy with what I got done because my long-term goal is to get the master tier of the combat achievements. And I didn't get all the master. There's one master I don't have done, but I got 3 grandmasters done. So that more than makes up for the one master that I didn't do. I'm looking at the loot tracker again and actually looking at the loot, and I just realized I got 21,000 cannonballs. Not just cannonballs, but steel cannonballs, because once sailing comes out, we're going to have different types of cannonballs, and they've already put this stuff into the game. And on the topic of sailing, there's still 10 days or like 9.5 days until sailing comes out. And I don't have time to make another video, which also means that the clue video, the casket opening video of the hard caskets is once again going to be pushed off. When I say I don't have enough time, I mean, this video is the video that's going up like 2 days before sailing comes out. I don't want my first video after sailing comes out to be a clue opening video. I feel like that wouldn't really make sense. And I do realize that once sailing does come out, there's going to be more items required because there'll be like new master clue steps and elite clue steps, and I'll have to get items probably from sailing to be able to do those master clue steps. So I'll have to kick the can down the road even further before I open these because I'd want to get all those items required for the clue steps. But you know what they say, the journey is more important than the destination. So don't be in so much of a rush all the time, because if you're always in a rush, you'll get to your final destination and you'll look back and wonder where all the time went. With that said though, I do have another week-ish before I end this video, or like 6 days or something before I end the video, and this video is long enough. I feel like I've made enough meaningful progress, so I'm gonna do some, I guess, behind the scenes stuff that I would normally be doing but have nothing to record for. And mining sand just sounds like a fun thing to do. I know I have a probably very different definition of fun than you, but I'm gonna mine some sand for now. Looks like I had a decent amount of sand to start off with because I've already filled up the grinder pretty quickly, so I'm gonna deposit the buckets and then spend 1.25 mil GP to get 25k buckets of sand. And this amount of sand puts me at 600k. I saw I was pretty close to a virtual firemaking level. I was like 40k XP away, and I wanted to get it now because I'm probably gonna end up chopping redwoods with the infernal axe later on mobile. So here we go, one more log away from getting a virtual firemaking level of, what's it gonna be? Oh, it says right here, 110. 110 virtual firemaking, which is 38.7 mil XP. We have teleported into the future because I have yet another 25k buckets of sand to add into the collection. I figured since I have all this extra time to play, but I can't make any more progress videos before sailing, that I should do activities where I spend a lot of time doing them, but also we're doing those activities I don't have much to show for it in the videos, which is why mining sand sounded like a good idea, and now why doing TOA seems like a good idea too. Because TOA is another one of those things where I've just slowly been grinding up my KC over time. It's a great spot to try out the Avernic Treads at, and man, going through the raid really reminded me how good these are, because it's just an upgrade for every combat style. It's an upgrade for everywhere in the game that you use combat, maybe outside the wildy at least. No more boot takeoffs. Usually I would do that here at Wardens, and maybe some people do that at Ulm as well, because I don't think people usually bring boot switches into raids. Or if they did before, then with the treads in the game, they definitely don't now. A thread. Hey, there's 140 million hit points XP at Wardens. No purple light here, but I got a PB for the challenge time. So the upgrade I made with the boots is already showing immediate results right here. I got back-to-back PBs for the challenge time. I just had the fastest back of my life. I guess it must be the boots, right? That was back 3 back PBs, and that was a total completion time PB as well. Wow. Oh, yes. Purple light.
Look.
Thank you, thank you. 544 KC. 1 out of 12 for the Masori top. Oh! 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 gosh! Oh, it actually happened. Dude.
What?
Oh my god. Well, what? My last purple was the chaps, wasn't it? I don't think I got any others since then. That was only a few raids ago. Wait, let me... What KC did I get the chaps at? Hold on, let me check the clips. Purple number 23. Oh my god. Yeah, the chaps were my last purple at 524 KC. So 20 raids later, my very next purple, we got full Masori. I'm so glad I decided to go to TOA. Okay, well, once again, we're not going to need the Armadillo chest plate if we're breaking it down for the Masori body, so... Wait, how do I do this? Okay, chisel into the 4 plates, yes. Yes, for sure. And then use them with the body, yes. That's crazy. The boots and full Masori completed in this video. This is like the most insane video I've had for a while, combined with like the amount of time I put into this video so far. And there's still 8 days left until sailing comes out. That's so sick. Yeah, you were in the call as well when they got the chaps too, so I think it's good luck to have you here. I still can't believe it. That's the drop that I got. Everything just worked out so perfectly. Man, this video's gonna be crazy. I can't wait to post it. It's gonna be like right before sailing comes out, so I hope it doesn't get lost with all the sailing videos. And that was my purple number 24, purple number 25 for the team. And I would have expected, with my KC, like 31 purples. I want to quickly show you a stat comparison when upgrading from the Armadillo chest plate to the Masori body. And every single stat is the same, if not better. It's just a straight up upgrade from the Armadillo chest plate. And there's also no negative melee bonuses, so it's not as bad if you hybrid with melee. The best part though is that range strength bonus, going from 0 to 4 range strength. Combine that with the +3 range strength bonus I got from the Avernic Treads, and whew, I've made some serious upgrades for range this video. Here's a look at the loot tracker, and teleporting away now. I don't know next time I'll be coming back, because I got everything I wanted. I know I don't have Shadow, never end up getting that. I'm at the drop rate for it in terms of number of purples. Almost 1.5 times the drop rate in terms of expected purples. But yeah, the Masori was the main thing I wanted. I'm not going to be specifically chasing mega rares, because that's just like the crazy amount of expected time to meet the drop rate, or to get it. So yeah, I'll just show you the loot tracker. I'll hover over these 4 types of seeds so you know what they are. And wow, dude, it's like 2 sagas coming to an end. The Doom saga and the TOA saga. Wow, dude, I can't believe it. It's just absolutely crazy, like looking at this, seeing the Masori there. I went from no Masori top and bottom to, in 20 raids, having top and bottom. It's back-to-back purples. Oh, that's so good, dude. That's so good. I've been looking through the collection log, and there's so many new items coming with sailing. There's so many new sections in here. And I was doing clues earlier, and I thought, what if they add sponges into the game, and then they add a new clue step for like killing a sponge, and the clue step is absorbent in yellow and porous is he. That would be epic. Yep, back in the mines once again. Deposit in the 25k bucket so that I can buy 25k buckets of sand for 1.25 mil. I just hit 90 million fishing XP. Wow, that's crazy. I've already filled up the sandstorm grinder once again for another 25k buckets. Wow, it must be so fast because I do that so fast in the video. And with this sand, if I were to go theoretically for 1 million buckets of sand, I would now be over two-thirds of the way to that potential goal, maybe someday. I noticed something very interesting with the RuneLite High Scores plugin. It now shows when you have 0 KC or when you're unranked, because some bosses require like 2 KC or 5 KC to even be ranked on the high scores. It'll show up now even if you're unranked, or even if you have 0 KC. It shows up on RuneLite. I thought that was interesting. But it's not just RuneLite. RuneLite is pulling this from the actual high scores, because on the official high scores, it now shows what your KCs are even if you're not ranked. for those bosses or whatever activities. It just doesn't show on the actual high scores when you have 0 KC in a boss, but you know, that can be inferred you have 0 KC if it's not on here. It is currently November 15th and sailing comes out in 4 days. I started this video on October 19th, which means it has been 27 days since starting this video. And man, this just seems like everything just worked out so perfectly because now the videos are caught up to right before sailing comes out, which is when I'm actually posting the video. I'm uploading this tomorrow after recording what I'm saying right now. I got the treads and finished Doom. I got the Masori body and finished what I wanted to get from TOA, and the timing just works out so perfectly because I feel like it's kind of 2 sagas or eras of the account coming to an end right before a new era begins with sailing. In terms of real time, yes, it's been 27 days, but how long has it been in terms of in-game time? I went back to the first clip of the video. I had 699 days and 4 hours of playtime. So I've added 14 days and 18 hours of playtime, which is 354 hours. I have put over 350 hours of playtime into this one video, which might be the most amount of playtime I've ever had in a video that was not an AFK grind. Like during a previous league, I might have spent more time, but it was just AFKing Redwoods. And speaking of AFKing Redwoods, or just XP in general, obviously with so much time put in, I have gained a lot of XP across a lot of skills. Let's begin with woodcutting. How much woodcutting XP did I gain in this video? 5.1 million woodcutting XP. You might have seen me do a lot of AFK fishing, so let's check the fishing XP. I've gained 4.1 million fishing XP in this video. Let's check the birdhouse run XP, or the hunter XP, which all came from birdhouses. I gained almost 1 mil hunter XP. Farming, I think I showed earlier in this video, which was like 2 weeks ago, that I kind of got back into doing my tree runs. So let's see how much farming XP I gained. 5.5 mil farming XP. Range XP is probably a pretty important one to show since you gain a lot of range XP while doing Doom. Almost 8 mil ranged XP, and the mining XP from the last few days of mining buckets of sand was about 1 mil. There was something I wanted to go back in the loot tracker to show from Doom, which is the sun-kissed bones. How much prayer XP would this convert into? Each sun-kissed bone, if you're using regular wine and not sunfire wine, I have 3215 bones. It comes out to 225 prayer XP per bone, 720k. If you were to use the sunfire wine, which I don't think I would, but theoretically that would be 270 per XP each. Yeah, 868k. Cool, yeah, I think I've said everything I want to say. So next video, we'll start off by spending the last couple days before sailing by prepping whatever things there are to prep at this point, and then it's gonna be in the game. Sailing will be out November 19th, and I'm very much looking forward to setting sail and exploring the oceans and all the new islands and all the uncharted territory that we've never been able to see before. I'll have Spookdog's most recent GIM video linked below in the description. She's currently working on a sailing prep video, which that one will not be up by the time my video is going up, but be on the lookout for that. And with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you have a great day, and I will see you next time when we set sail.